Welcome back to Temple Emmanuel. This week, as we proceed through the story of the patriarchs, we are at Parashat Yayera. Yayera means, and he saw. The Ribal teaches us that there is a leitmotif that spreads through all of the patriarchal narratives, but particularly with the stories of Abraham and Sarah, that has to do with the ability to see, not just the ability to see physically, but the ability to perceive, as well as the ability to understand. But these patriarchal stories are also stories about people who move forward at God's insistence, when, if you will, the Spirit of God moves them, even when they can't really see what lies on the road ahead. These are stories about people of faith who understand that they need to change. Like Abraham, perhaps the change includes where they're living, or the change of what they're doing, or simply the change in how they relate to their families, or even the change of how they relate to God. It is in this Torah portion that we read Genesis 22, as well as Genesis 21, the Torah readings for Rosh Hashanah and the 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, These are the Torah readings where Abraham is told by God to set off to some unknown place, which turns out to be Har HaMoriah, Mount Moriah, also meaning the mountain of vision, where he is about to sacrifice his son, and of course God stops him from doing that. So important is this story of Abraham's willingness to go forth into the unknown, not just to the unknown mountain, but also to the unknown territory of putting his son on the altar. Child sacrifice is absolutely, totally forbidden in Judaism, but nevertheless Abraham goes forward. It is so important that Christianity and Islam also pick up on this very important story. In the version of the story in the Quran, the same thing happens with Abraham, but he is about to almost sacrifice not Isaac, but his firstborn Ishmael. And of course the Muslim tradition follows from that. In the Christian understanding, Isaac was actually sacrificed and resurrected as a prophecy of the death and resurrection of Jesus of Nazareth. And each in their own way, these three great Abrahamic faiths take the stories of this Torah portion as seminal and as necessary for the foundation of their belief. In Jewish life, these stories mean move forward, to trust in God, to trust in our system of life and our system of morality as a way of leading us on the right path and to the right goals, even though those goals may be out of our sight and the path may seem somewhat foggy ahead. This is the story of the rest of the Torah, Vayera, and you see, you open your eyes to perceive and to receive the blessings that we get from God. Have a great week and Shabbat Shalom.